Hi, welcome back to Outdoor Gear and Skills. In my last video, I talked about using these collapsible water bottles and Lifestraws and how I kind of changed the way I deal with water in my 72-hour kit. And I had some issues with that with the Lifestraw. I got this adapter because the Lifestraw does not attach here. I did have this King's camo, but it's a survival spring by Alexa Pure that actually has the 28mm end that goes straight here. That worked pretty dang well, hardly any spillage or anything like that. But with this adapter, this thing was spilling water in everywhere. So I had the thought, maybe what I need to do is not screw this all the way down. Maybe I'm going too far and I'm kind of losing it, sealing the connection there. So I want to try to put this on and just see if that makes any difference when I'm not trying to go all the way down on the bottle there. So I might soak myself again. Let's see what happens. And if that works any better that way, kind of show you that's the depth I went down. So let's see what happens. Still leaking, but not as bad. All right, so it's still giving me some problems. I may have to take some Teflon tape with me and wrap it around. I'm gonna try that and see if that works. This is leaking a lot less than when I had this screwed all the way down. Like that is just really leaking water there. If I'm surrounded by water, maybe it's not, the worst thing to fill that up and filter it. I am getting filtered water with both of these filtration straws. That's the most important thing. However, I don't want to be spilling water all over myself if I am out and I'm on foot. A lot of times when you're talking about preparedness, and I'm thinking more of the natural disasters or the things that may cause us to have to go leave our house. A lot of times we can shelter in place. If there's a snowstorm, that's what we do. You don't want to go be outside in a snowstorm. I've got a buddy that lives in the East Coast, and up where he is, up in the New York area, they get those nor'eastern storms, and they just cause all kinds of problems. You don't want to be out in there, so you're going to be safer sheltering in place in your home. But if you have to go out on foot, maybe there's a lot of traffic because it is a fire. We've experienced that in Oregon, where people can only go so far with their vehicles when they were trying to evacuate with massive forest fires. We saw that the Labor Day 2020 fires in Western Oregon. I was in Southern Oregon, but the whole western state, it seemed, was on fire, caused all kinds of traffic problems. There may be problems with, getting out if there's flooding, if, bridges are out or roadways are unpassable, different things like that. So the 72-hour kit, is supposed to get you through those first 3 days, but you may have to go out on foot. That's great if you can just throw it in your vehicle and take off. So if I'm out and I am having to, make a shelter or seek shelter somewhere that is not, a structure, home or commercial building or something like that, I probably don't want to be spilling water all over me. Hopefully I'm not wet from my flooding or the hurricane here that would cause, problems for us in Houston. So I'm not really liking this too much. I am gonna go try it with Teflon tape and see if that works. If not, these adapters may be going back and I may be looking for another one. I do like the bags, not having much problem there, but I don't want to have to go get all new straws to fit the bags. So we may just be looking at an adapter or something there. I would love to hear what are your water preparation measures when it comes to your 72-hour kit or your get home bag. You know, what are you doing? As always, thanks for watching Outdoor Gear and Skills, and we'll see you out there.